Well, guys, if you have been waiting for a roundup on the next SnowRunner update as well as a release date, you're in the right place because we're going to be talking about everything that's coming to PC, everything that's coming to console, and when it is all coming in the 5.0 patch. So stay tuned if that's what you're interested in. Welcome to a brand new video, everyone, and in this video we are going to be covering the 5.0 patch for SnowRunner that is releasing for consoles and PC on the 9th of June. Now, what you are going to be getting in this patch is actually a pretty good variety of things, and I'm going to be talking about my opinions on what we're getting. Well, I'm going to be first talking about what we're getting, my opinions about what we're getting, and then I would also love to hear from you guys in the comment section down below on what you guys are happy that we are getting and what you think should have been included in this particular patch, if there was something that was left out that you thought should have been included. Now, with that being said, the major new features that are coming in the patch include on all platforms the new Tamir map Rift with new missions, 2 new vehicle skins for the Dairy Longhorn and the Con Loaf, fly cam on mod maps, multiple save slots, and in multiplayer, players can now change regions together. PC-only updates include installed mods counter display and force feedback settings for steering wheels, and console-only updates include working mirrors. They've said also here, steering wheel support for consoles could unfortunately not be included in the update, but should arrive within a week or two of Update 5.0 going live. They've also said here that Update 5.0 will also bring a ton of bug fixes and quality of life improvements, and that the full list of these quality of life improvements will be available when the patch goes live. They've also said many major bugs have been addressed, such as freezes, cargo and vehicles falling through trailers, and missing vehicles. Also, for those of you that are using the test server on PC, be aware that the test server will close when Update 5.0 launches, but it will be back soon after to prepare for the Phase 1 content update. So keep that in mind. If you have been using the test server, you should probably start using the normal version again on PC because, like I said, on June 9th, when Update 5.0 releases, the test server will be closing. Now, I feel like I can already hear all of the voices in the background freaking out that there is no mention of console mods in this release and in this overview of what's coming in the Update 5.0 patch. Now, I'm really not surprised that they're not talking about it here, but at the same time, I don't think that should make you guys. I don't think that should make you guys worried that they aren't going to happen. I think that they're definitely something that, I mean, they wouldn't have hyped them up that much if they weren't something that they were working on. And while I do agree that they should have dropped some hints about it or maybe a tidbit here or there about it, I get that that's up to them to do. I feel like they should have given us a little bit of a progress update, but that's just my personal opinion. Now, one of the things that I am most excited about in this update is actually the introduction of multiple save slots. That, to me, was something that was definitely missing from the base game when it launched, and I really, really, really wish that that was something that the base game had when it launched, because if your save game got corrupted, you were effectively screwed. And now that we can have multiple save games, I feel like it will keep that from happening a little bit better, especially on PC, because if we think about it, people will probably be able to, migrate one save over to another save should something go wrong in one of your other save slots. So let's say you want to try something with a mod, or let's say you want to mess around with something that the game may or may not like. You can migrate your save to another save. You would be able to migrate your save to another save slot, and that would be sort of your safe save, and then you could try all sorts of crazy wacky stuff on your other save without having to worry about losing all your progress, at least in my mind. Now, do I know if that's going to be the exact way it's going to work? No. Or if that would be possible? No, I don't know, but I'm really hoping that that would be possible, because that would be a big advantage for people that really like to sort of drive off the beaten path, so to speak, in their career mode playthrough by using mods or using different types of vehicles to sort of create their own mission types, because there are people going in and creating their own little types of campaign gameplay here and there. Couldn't English for a second, sorry about that. But I think that the multiple save slots thing is definitely one of the best features introduced in this patch. Now, going back to the whole fly cam on mod maps thing, that's a weird one for me, because when they say mod maps, really the only, air quotes here, mod maps that are available at the moment are the mod maps that are the testing grounds. You've got the summer testing grounds and the winter testing grounds. Now, the fact that they're going to be introducing flycam on both of those maps is incredible to me. I'm so happy that they're going to be introducing flycam in both of those maps, because honestly, flycam is something that I miss dramatically from MudRunner, and it's something that I use to take pictures. It's something that I use to, like, just, you know, get a better view of what was going on the map, especially when you're using mods, because sometimes the camera doesn't really work as well with sort of interesting mod vehicles. Let's say vehicles with gigantic tires, or vehicles with very, very large attachments, or very, very large cranes and things like that. And sometimes it's nice to be able to just have a fly cam, or a free cam, if you will, sort of fly around in. Now, part of this that I'm interested in talking about a little bit more is when they say mod maps. Is that to hint at the fact that mod maps themselves could be a Phase 1 thing? Because they haven't really said anything about an editor yet, and that's one of the things that has the community kind of a little bit riled up, is the fact that they haven't said anything really, to my knowledge anyway, about an editor. Because think about it, right? We were promised things like mod maps, and when they don't say anything about it, I mean, like, for me, for somebody like me, I tend to be very optimistic about these things, because I believe that they will bring that mod map functionality in at some point. I just don't know when. But I feel like you do also have a portion of the community that goes, oh my god, they're not talking about it, that means it's not going to happen. And I feel like you should be careful with that mindset, because that'll just put you in, like, a really, really weird state about the game, and it'll end up making you not like the game that you're playing. But at the same time, you know, I feel like we have to remain optimistic about things like modded maps, because I'm sure they'll be coming. It's one of those things that was promised, and it's one of those things where they've always been in support of it. I don't see any reason why they would be against modded maps. They really have no reason to be against modded maps. I just think the tools that the game needs in order to be able to deliver modded maps to you guys, the players, properly, I think those tools are not there yet. And I think we'll hear more about that. I think we should, hypothetically, hear more about modded maps when those tools are ready. Now, that's my opinion on modded maps, and I would love to know what you guys think about that in the comments below, so definitely chime in down there, especially if you're somebody that makes maps. I would love to hear from you. Now, briefly, I would like to touch on the Rift map. The Rift map was actually one of my favorite Tamir maps out of all the ones I've played, including Quarry, and including the other map that starts with a Z that I always butcher the pronunciation of. But the Rift is actually, in my opinion, one of the best maps, if not the best map, in the Tamir region that I've played, because it's a interesting combination between swampy, muddy areas and actual rock crawling based areas. Now, if you have not seen the Rift, then make sure you check out my videos that were filmed on the test server, which are over on the channel right now. I have 2 different videos fully exploring the Rift map, where we unlock every single watchtower and show the location of several different missions and upgrades. And if you would like to have a little bit of a leg up on the map before it comes out, make sure you check those videos out, because like I said, I reveal all of the watch points on Rift in those videos. Now, I think that the Rift is going to be a very interesting map for the console people. I think it's going to be a very interesting map for the PC people, and I think it's going to be a very interesting map for mod vehicles, because since we don't have any modded maps right now that include things like rock crawling trails, we need to make our own rock crawling trails, and I think the Rift is definitely a map that will definitely play host to rock crawling and trail riding related vehicles. And when more of those vehicles start trickling onto mod.io, I think the Rift will definitely be a well-known playground for those vehicles, especially once mods are able to be used in multiplayer, which, fingers crossed, will be in an update soon. I don't know if it's going to be in an update soon or not, but I am genuinely hoping it is, because mods in multiplayer is one of the biggest things that kept me going back to MudRunner, and it's something that I just really enjoyed doing in MudRunner, because who doesn't want to get some modded vehicles together with their friends and go off, you know, and just trail ride, and, you know, trail ride in Jeeps or Toyotas or Nissan Patrols or whatever, what have you. The freedom that mods give you is just that big, and it just gives you so much so much variety that you can't help but want to share it with other people. Now, as we come up on the end of the video, I would love to know your thoughts in the comment section down below on everything that we've discussed about this update and everything that you guys are excited about and what you are potentially maybe not excited about. I don't know. I would love to hear your opinions. I personally am very excited for this update because it just gets us one step closer to the version of this game that we're all dreaming of, which is basically everything that we can do in SnowRunner with all of the crazy functionality that we had back in MudRunner, plus some new things added in here and there. But I would love to know your thoughts in the comment section below. And with that being said, I will see you guys next time. Talk to y'all later, and I hope you all enjoyed.